marrying to the most estrogen-ridden sexual family. I wonder, is that something that kind of triggered this? I'll have to be totally honest with you. I mean, going through all these years, watching him as this masculine man and then kind of transitioning where he is right now, all things aside, I get his kids are for him. I absolutely support what he is doing. But I would be pissed if I was his ex-wife. I really would, because these kinds of things, to me,
hold on.
why haven't you been dealing with that all along?
Maybe they were, but let's Karamo speak on this one.
No, we got to stop this right now, because what's happening right here is there's a lot of transphobic language that's happening, saying that his masculinity, that if he was to do something that I would not support him. We have to stop this. We do not know if this is just Bruce's way of having a certain gender expression and saying that he was a stud in the last block, in the last segment, or saying that he was this way, he was better off as a man. These things have to stop. At no point has Bruce acknowledged what type of gender pronoun would he want, and no point has he acknowledged that he is transitioning.
Right. So let me bring on the phone Marci Bowers, who is a surgeon that specializes in gender reassignment. She had made the transition herself. Now, Dr. Bowers, what are your thoughts on this case?
Well, it's an honor to talk to you, Dr. Drew.
Thank you.
You know, this is challenging for the family, no question about it. But as far as Bruce's thoughts, this is not likely to be something that was impulsive or estrogen-driven, or from being surrounded by beautiful family members. This is probably something that's been with Bruce since a very, very early age, which is what we find in almost 90% of our patients.
Okay, so Dr. Bowers, that's very helpful, because that's what I was thinking. We hear, you know, the man's in his 60s and he comes forward. It's not as though he just realized this. He just now has the courage to really be clear about something he's been aware of for a long time.
Absolutely. I mean, we find probably a quarter of our patients are at least age 50. And it isn't because they just suddenly come to the realization. It's because they've oftentimes fought these feelings for years and years, and if anything, have suppressed them to keep society happy, to keep their family members happy, which I imagine Bruce has struggled with over the years as well.
And another area of confusion that people have, too, is they have trouble separating gender identity with sexual orientation. That is another area that I think we'll learn about with Bruce as time goes on.
Yeah, I think he's done a really responsible thing, and that he's going to take control and ownership of the process, and hopefully he's going to teach us all. But yes, gender identity is who you feel yourself to be, and sexuality is simply who you love.